Well, thanks for joining us on this 15th day, Thursday, September 2022. And today we're going to be spending about 3 minutes with Robert Jeffress on what will we be doing in heaven and the perks of heaven. And here we go.
Heaven, we'll have work to do, but it's not going to be work all the time. There's also going to be some fun in heaven. And let me just suggest to you what I call 3 perks of heaven, 3 permanent perks of heaven. We'll be worshiping, we'll be working, but we're going to be having the time of our lives as well. You know, the Bible suggests at least 3 benefits of being in heaven. First of all, it'll be a time of enjoying other believers. Enjoying other believers. You realize God made us where we need other people to be truly fulfilled? Remember, God said to Adam, it's not good for you to be alone. I've always thought that was interesting. Adam wasn't alone. He had a perfect relationship with God that hadn't been tainted by sin. But God said, as good as our relationship is, it's not enough. You need somebody else. That's why he made Eve. God made us in such a way that we need fellowship with other human beings. And in heaven, we're going to enjoy that in a way we've never experienced on earth. My friend David Jeremiah says, because we will be God's people made over, we will be perfectly compatible with one another and able for the first time ever to enjoy the intimate fellowship that we all long for in our hearts. In heaven, gone will be the impure motives, the suspicions, the sins that taint and ruin relationships today. And just think about in heaven, how fascinating it's going to be, not just to talk with the friends we have right now, but to sit down and talk to your grandparents, your great-grandparents who are in heaven and learn more about your family. Or just think what it's going to be like to sit down and listen to the saints of old and be riveted by their stories. To hear Noah tell about what it was like on that ark for a year as the flood descended over the earth. Or to listen to the children of Israel talk about what it was like escaping Pharaoh and his chariots and parting through the Red Sea. Just think about listening to David describe his miraculous victory over the giant Goliath. Or the disciples tell about what it was like that first Easter morning when they ran to the tomb and saw that it was empty. Think about sitting down and talking theology with Calvin or Martin Luther, or talking science with Newton and Pascal. Think about talking to courageous leaders like William Wilberforce, or those who wrote our faith's most beloved hymns like Charles Wesley and John Newton. Can you imagine sitting down and having a book review with G.K. Chesterton or C.S. Lewis or J.R. Tolkien? Can you imagine what it would be like to sit down and listen to D.L. Moody or Billy Graham describe what it was like to preach before thousands? I mean, that's what we're going to be doing in heaven, enjoying fellowship, perfect fellowship with one another. Secondly, heaven will be a time of
learning. And we will learn pretty much of all the people that prayed for us that made the path possible. Many, many people have come before us so that we might have the fortune that God was gracious to come and reveal himself to us that we might know God and walk in his ways. Oh, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Have a wonderful day. Share Jesus and his goodness.